Welcome back, guys. It's me, Robin Moore, here from I Am Robtastic, as you guys might already know about. And so, the last video that I was doing was now 33 to now 64, and they're not the only albums I got of my entire collection. And as I can continue with the rest of the now collection, starting from now 65, where there's a new beginning. And to start off with, here is now that's what I call music 65, which first came out around Christmas 2006. Amazing songs from Amy Winehouse, Rehab, and Scissor Sisters, I Don't Feel Like Dancing, and Shakira's Hips Don't Lie. Don't it all look good? And also Cascada's Every Time We Touch. And then there's the Razorlight, America, All My Life. Yeah, that's that kind of stuff. And there's also Deja Vu from Beyonce and Sexy Back from Justin Timberlake. Awesome song this is. And this is really amazing. And this here is Now That's What I Call Music 66, which came out in around Easter 2007. And it has Mika, Grace Kelly, Kaiser Chiefs, Ruby, and even the amazing songs like Proper Education from Eric Prydz and Floyd, and Cats Kinda Truly Madly Deeply, and Girls Aloud with their Tiffany cover version, I Think We're Alone Now. And there's also Patience from Take That. That is awesome. And now it has a song from Now 13 that I showed you before. I don't think I did, but at the end it has the Proclaimers, I'm gonna be 500 miles. Oh yes. These re-releases are actually a thing within that decade of their music. And we have here is, and that's what I call music 67, which came out in summer on the same year, which has Umbrella from Rihanna, and there's Gwen Stefani featuring Akon with A Sweet Escape, and Shine from Take That. I like that song. This is amazing. I Love Today from Mika. Really summery with those beach balls, I must say. And next we have here is Now That's What I Call Music 68, which came out around Christmas time 2007. And I love the way that they did those candy canes. It gives me a catchy, mouth-wateringly taste of this. It has Bleeding Love and from Leona Lewis, Rule the World from Take That, Valerie from Amy Winehouse with Mark Ronson, and About You Now from Sugar Babes. As it's another great song. And Shut Up and Drive from Rihanna. 2007 is a massive year for my music tastes. I grew up listening to them. Yeah. And next we're going to 2008 with Now That's What I Call Music 69, which came out in the spring with Duffy's Mercy, Rihanna's Don't Stop the Music, and Bass Hunter, Now You're Gone. And even there is and Stop and Stare from One Republic, and Nickelback Rockstar. I do check out the rest of the now track listings here, or go on the website itself. I recommend you check it out as well. And now we have here from the summer is Now That's What I Call Music 70. I love all this beach stuff. It really does give me that kind of appeal. And here's us back here. And it has Neo Closer and American Boy from Kanye West and Estelle. And then there's Gabriella Kilby with Sweet About Me, and Sam Sparrow, Black and Gold. And also will.i.am featuring Cheryl Cole, Heartbreaker. And I do apologise for the damaged case because of that faded bit on the dual case. I'll find a replacement if I get the chance. and also a Christmassy one, which is called Now That's What I Call Music 71. And even though that the very first Now album was re-released around the same year that Now 25 Years was released as well. But I love this. I love the way that they have those gift wrapping, gives you that Christmassy feel, as it has Girls Aloud's The Promise and Katy Perry's I Kissed a Girl and Up from the Saturday and Rihanna Disturbia, a great Halloween song. Sadly, it didn't go on that Now Halloween that album, and it has Pink's So What, and even the Ting Tings Shut Up and Let Me Go. That's the kind of music you would hear off a Channel 4 advert or a TV show for the likes of Come Down with Me and all that kind of stuff. And we have here from 2009 with a Flowery. Now that's what I call Music 72, which represents the springtime, and which has MGMT with Kids, and even Alicia Dixon's The Boys Does Nothing, and Lady Gaga featuring Colby O'Donis Just Dance, and Liliana, Lily Allen, The Fear. Apologies for that. Tongue twister. And Chantel with T-shirt. And this is awesome. And I'm gonna give you something interesting about my Now collection right now, because as it's gonna be a very special one. As get ready, here is Now That's What I Call Music 73 with all the sunglasses. Oh yes, that is the very first album I ever bought. Well, my parents got it for me from Tesco as we were going around in the shop, and I was 13 years old when I first listened to it, as it made me a bigger fan of Now music. I love it so much, as it has Lady Gaga's Poker Face, my favourite Cascada Evacuate the Dance Floor, and even and Pixie Lott, Mama Do, and and all those other track listings like Halo from Beyonce and Tinchy Stryder featuring N-Dub's Number One, and even Girls Aloud Untouchable, and Britney Spears If You See Kami, and Release Me from Agnes. At the time when I first bought this, as I was into Cartoon Network stuff and into YouTubing, like all those videos like you see, and even as you notice that I was into Cartoon Network stuff as well, like Kids Next Door, Powerpuff Girls, and all that kind of stuff, and also the year when I first became Spiky, and most significantly, I first did some videos in 2009, like the Robtastic Troublemorphers and the first two Robtastic Blooper videos, and which you see at the very beginning of my YouTube channel, I Am Robtastic. Do check it out. And also, that I first became a baton twirler. Do check it out from my previous videos, or Jamie's YouTube channel, Jamie KSR. Now 73 will always have a special place in my heart, and always gives me that awesome reminder of what it was like, even with my childhood. I love it. And even with this here, now that's what I call Music 74, which came out Christmas time. You can see all the flakes here. And here's a spine. And it has Pixie Lott's Boys and Girls, my favourite off that album. And there's Fight for the Sun from Cheryl Cole, I've Got a Feeling from the Black Eyed Peas, and Sexy Chick from David Guetta featuring Akon. And there's I Need You from N-Dubs and Taylor Cruz, Break Your Heart, and JLS Beat Again. And here's the track listings for the rest of it. And in fact, and a lot as it goes up to 45 chart hits. In fact, I'll show you. And I'll get round these up together. Now, these 3 albums are 10 years old this year. And in fact, it is the 10th anniversary also of me making videos as well. So that year was also special for me. So yeah, and there have been so many beginnings within that year. Bit of a nostalgia trip. And also the beginning of the new decade, Now 75, which came out in 2010 around the springtime. You can see all those beautiful butterflies. It has Bad Romance from Lady Gaga and Pass Out from Tiny Temper and TikTok from Kesha, and also Rude Boy from Rihanna, and Look For Me from Chipmunk featuring Tally Riley, and Ego from The Saturdays, and also Empire State of Mind from Alicia Keys, and Young Forever from Jay-Z. There you go. 43 songs. And here is Now That's What I Call Music 76, which came out around the summertime. Look at all these ice lollies. Or again, a lot like that Now 68 album. It's mouth-watering. We did a cover. Yeah. It has the California Girls from Katy Perry featuring Snoop Dogg, and Getting Over You from David Guetta featuring Chris Willis, Fergie, and LMFAO, and Hot from Inner, and Turn It Up from Pixie Lott, and Alejandro from Lady Gaga, and Waving Flag from Kanan, and Skirting for Girls, This Ain't a Love Song, and She Said from Plan B. And this time they do, interestingly, it has 46 top chart hits. So they put more songs in it than any other Now album, which in some album cases will become prominent. And also Snowboarding Your Way is That's What I Call Music 77, which came out around the Christmas time of 2010. It has CeeLo Green's Forget You, Katy Perry's Firework, Show Cole's Promises, and Make Me Feel I'm the Only Girl in the World from Rihanna, and Barbra Streisand, Duck Sauce. For those who've been watching the Smiley Cat video would probably hear that song. But I've been using that my cousin has been using the song of. And so yeah, that is a soundtrack of my life as well. That is really good. Really worth a listen to. You know, this video has given me more nostalgia than any other thing I did on this channel. And here's a spine here from Now 78, which came out in 2011 in the spring. Look at those. Look at these spinny things. And even that I've been given this as a gift, as a good luck gift from one of my rotors within my college course within 2013, I think. Yeah, definitely. And it has S&M from Rihanna, Grenade from Bruno Mars, and JLS featuring Tiny Temper, Eyes Wide Shut, and there's also Jessie J's Price Tag. And let me see what else there is. And there's also Poison from Nicole Scherzinger. And that also featured on that Now Halloween album. If you guys watch that Now That's What I Call Halloween review that I did, would know that I like that song as well. And this here is Now That's What I Call Music 79, which came out in the summer of 2011, which is another great album. And this is something that my mum has got just to fill in the gaps of my collection, which has Somebody Like You from Adele, and a Lazy Song from Bruno Mars, and Born This Way from Lady Gaga, and Glad You Came from The Wanted, Jamie's favourite song. And here's the track listing. And here's the back of it. 44 songs. Felt shortchanged, but oh well. And this here is the 80th edition that was released in Christmas 2011. Here's all the crackers and all those party things. Here's the spine. And there's the cover of it as well, which has Move Like Jagger, and from Maroon 5 featuring Christina Aguilera. And there's also Take a Chance on Me from JLS, Draft Hearts from Christina Perri, and Mr. Know It All from Kelly Clarkson. And also, there's also We Found Love from Rihanna featuring Calvin Harris. You'll be seeing plenty of Calvin Harris songs within the Future Now album. Isn't that right, Pig? Oh yes, definitely. I know that for sure. And there's also, interestingly, this here is That's What I Call Music 81, which came out in the spring of 2012. Nice and bubbly. And now, interestingly, that this is the very last Now album being compiled by Ashley Abraham, which is really sad when the series, for most people, myself included, it just feels like it goes downhill a bit. A lot like Adam Martin, that I don't keep up with the charts anymore. But it has some good songs like Somebody That I Used to Know from Gotye featuring Kimbra, and Coldplay's Paradise, and Lego House from Ed Sheeran, a Suffolk singer. Excuse me for the drink. And it also has Proud from JLS, and also the one that got away from Katy Perry. Oh yes. And What Doesn't Kill You Makes You Stronger from Kelly Clarkson. There it is. So thank you very much, Ashley Abraham, for all your hard work. We're gonna miss your compiling, and enjoy your retirement from the Now series. And here's to the rest of the Now series. And That's What I Call Music 82, which came out in summer 2012. And this is when the London 2012 Olympics and also the Queen's Diamond Jubilee happened. And here's a spine here. And there's also Call Me Maybe from Carly Rae Jepsen, and We Are Young from Fun featuring Janelle Monáe, and Whistle from Flo Rida, and also Rita Ora featuring DJ Fresh, Hot Right Now, and Call My Name from Cheryl, and Young from Tulisa. And there's also Gary Barlow and the Commonwealth Band, Sing. And here's the rest of the track listings. There it is. And this here is That's What I Call Music 83, came out in Christmas of 2012. Look at all these fireworks. Now, this one was originally going to be the very last ever Now album, as it's due to EMI's troubles. Here's a track listing with the Op That Gangnam Style, and also Candy from Robbie Williams, and Bomb Bomb from Sam and the Womp, and there's also Wings from Little Mix, and Waterfalls from Stoosh. Some good songs. And so this is when Now Music went through some trouble at that time, and also and luckily they found a way to keep the series going when the Universal bought EMI as Now 84 was released, which came out in the Easter 2013. These are the inflatable Easter bunnies, and now this one was the last one to be labelled under EMI. Oh yes, you just saw that, ladies and gentlemen. Music from EMI, as it has songs from one way or another. Teenage Kicks from One Direction. Not many people like it. They prefer the Blondie version. And there's Pompeii from Bastille, and Die Young from Kesha, and DNA from Little Mix, and Girls Aloud's final song, Something New, before they went their own ways. And there's also Pitbull featuring TJR, Don't Stop the Party, and Bingo Players featuring Far East Movement, Get Up Rattle. And there's Fleetwood Mac, Everywhere. I was still around college at the time. Here's the spine and the back here. Here it is. And so we miss you, EMI, and God bless you. And now we enter the Sony era of Now That's What I Call Music, with Now That's What I Call Music 85, came out in summer 2013 with this first. It has Blurred Lines from Robin Thicke and Pharrell, and it has Get Lucky from Daft Punk and Pharrell Williams consecutively, of course. This is going to be Now's biggest problem in future Now albums. And there's also Let's Get Ready to Rumble from PJ Duncan, Anton Deck. And by the time this video gets released, I bet Ant will be back on track with his career. And there's Lighters from Gabs, one of the Britain's Got Talent or X Factor winners or whatever. And then there's also I Love It from Icona Pop featuring Charlie XCX. For those who want to know more, have a look. 44 songs, good beat. And this is when Now Music reached 30 years of their celebration. And also, hang on a minute, back in a moment. And now, before you guys table confusion, this here is That's What I Call Music, Volume 86, which came out around Christmas 2013. 44 songs. Here's the spine. Here it is. Raw from Katy Perry, sorry. And Camden Stars from One Republic. And Wake Me Up from Avicii. Sadly, we lost him last year. Rest in peace, mate. And there's also Gorilla from Bruno Mars. And also Burn from Ellie Goulding. And this is really good. And here's the spine. And there's Lily Allen's Christmas song, 2013. Now, before you go on, Now Music did a similar title back in 1986 with this here. This is Now 86 from 1986, right? This is Now 86 from 2013. This represents 1986, and this is a volume which came out through 2013. This is a Sony era. This is Virgin and EMI, and so this will stop the confusion with those two albums. Oh yes, so this one is the first. This is one disc, and this one is the second disc. Yeah. So it'll keep your mind at ease. So don't get your minds confused, or it'll send you in overdrive. Yeah. So anyway, and now it is my observation being brought out, and I might as well continue. This here is Now That's What I Call Music 87, which came out in Easter 2014. Look at all these bouncing Easter eggs. And it also has Pharrell Williams, Happy from Despicable Me Too. Yeah. Not so sure it's foreshadowing though. And there's also Word Up from Little Mix, which has a British Empire promo video with Chris Barry dancing to Little Mix. And there's also Wrecking Ball from Miley Cyrus. Oh man. And there's also example Kids Again, and hashtag Selfie for the Chainsmokers. And then there's also and there's also Let Me Go from Garrett B. Barlow. There aren't that many songs that we know of in the Mon charts, like we all don't follow the charts anymore. Went back up to 46 again. They took the time, didn't they? And this here is Now That's What I Call Music 88, which came out. Hiccup from that cup of tea. First came out in 2014 in the summertime, which just goes from Ella Anderson, Sing from Ed Sheeran, Stay With Me from Sam Smith, and the first appearance from George Ezra, Budapest. And there's also a Frozen song called Let It Go, Let It Go. Yeah, that's right. And here it is. And here's a track listing, 45 songs. And there's Also, now that's what I call music 89, which came out in around Christmas of 2014. It has Megan Trainor with All About the Bass. I'm not going to sing it. And Bang Bang from Jessie J, Ariana Grande, and Nicki Minaj. And Blame It On Me from George Ezra. And there's a load of songs on there. Do have a look while you can. 45 songs, been shortchanged again. But oh well, never mind. And next here we have, now that's why I call music 90, with all the splatty paint baldings, which came around about the spring 2015. And here's a spine here, and it also has Uptown Funk from Bruno Mars and Mark Ronson. Do, 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 do. And Hold My Hand from Jess Glynn. And Hold Back the River from James Bay. And Years, King. Do check out the track listing, 45 songs. Looks good here. And we're getting closer now. And this here is Now That's What I Call Music 91, which came out in 2015 in the summer. 2 discs as usual. The spine. And there's a track listing as well. Here it is. And which has Love Me Like You Do from 50 Shades of Grey, and Black Magic from Little Mix, and also Shut Up and Dance from Walk the Moon, and Poison from Rita Ora. And a lot of songs. And they also now have an Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Though I don't go on Instagram, and I haven't been on Facebook for a while. And this here is Now That's What I Call Music 92 from Christmas 2015, which has Writings on the Wall, How Deep Is Your Love, and What Do You Mean, which is a Justin Bieber song. And Running, Running, Running. A friend to me goes like, Robin, Robin, Robin. That's right. and there's also from 2016, I think, we have here is Now That's What I Call Music 93, which came out in the spring. Look at all these umbrellas and rainbows. It looks nice. And here's a track listing. I'm not going to be going through the songs because I don't know much of them. I'll show you the spine just to go through the last lot, which has 7 Years, Love Yourself, and Pillow Talk. Yep. Gonna do it differently this time with the Sony era. And this here is Now That's What I Call Music 94. And in the summer of 2016, look at all the underwater with all the fishes. Like Now 16, it has no number ones. I'll show you the track listings. Here it is. This skill is awesome. And I keep hearing Can't Stop the Feeling as all over the shop, like in Tesco when we're going up to F&F for clothing. And now this one is going to be interesting because this in 2016 with all the igloo and penguin and lights in the corner. Now this one is the first one not to be voiced by Mark Goodyear because he was suffering a stroke, but recovered. So someone else filled in for him. And here it is. And there's Shout Out to My Ex from Little Mix, and there's other songs as well. Say You Won't Let Go from James Arthur, and there's Cold Water. And now we see Mark Goodyear coming back again with Now 96, came out in 2017 in the springtime with all the cloudy paint stuff. Here's the spine. And the track listings. I can't go through it because not many songs I have recollection of, but I only know Human from Rag & Bone Man. Here it is. Give this one a skip as well. And now my least favourite Now album is Now 97 because it's all repetitive. Why? Well, it has Louis Fonsi and Daddy Yankee featured Justin Bieber on track 1. And on track 2, there's DJ Khaled featured Justin Bieber, Quavo, Chance the Rapper, and Lil Wayne. This is considerably lazy. Have a look for yourself and see what I mean. My least favorite album. It has 45 songs. I'll give this one a pass. I won't be rushing back to it anytime soon. And now we finally have here is now that's what I call music 98, which came out in Christmas 2017. Oh yes, we're getting caught up here. And there's also What About Us from Pink, and there's also Havana from Camila Cabello featuring Paul Thug. And there's also CNCO and Little Mix with Regation Lento remix. And here's the track listings. And now that I only covered Now 99 and Now 100 in my past couple of videos, like one of my show and tell episodes with the first Now album, and even with my 2018 collection. But as there's no point in me covering again now, and I'll show you the track listing just for fun. As we go into last year with 45 songs, and also its 100th volume with its biggest milestone. And I also got Now 101, which I've already shown to you guys. And now this has been an incredible journey to Now Music. A big congratulations to them for reaching their 100th volume last summer. And this really a good one. Never expected them to do it. You know, it's been good. Even having help from this little one. Oh yes, I enjoy listening to all the Now albums. It took over 250 hours just to get to all them. And even just giving my ears a break for a little while. Yeah, that's right. Who knows? Even for the past 35 years that they've been releasing formats on vinyl from Now 1 to 35, and cassettes from Now 1 to Now 64, and even CDs from Now That's What I Call Music 10 on double disc, Now 4 on CD for about £500, along with Now 8 and 9 as singles, and been re-released on Now 1, and even VHS from Now 1 to 20, Now 19 volume on a video collection, and even there's also mini discs from Now 43 to Now 48, and there's a book for it, and a laser disc from Now 1 to Now 13. Don't ask me how I know this, I just do. And also DVDs from 2001 to 2008. I might even do one in the future. And also in my past one of my past top covered videos, an American and all over the world with different type of country albums, and even spin-offs, and there's tons of other stuff. Yeah, and I enjoy that, and it's been continuing. But with Now Music, yeah, I enjoy that. As it shows you that I am a big fan of Now Music as well, starting from that Les has been more of a known covered. Now 73 that boosted that I've been getting into, that I didn't consider it as a actual album, as I consider it as another album, as I had this with Pop Junior, Pop Party Collection, Dance Party Collection, Clubland 9, and even some other stuff like Disney stuff. Because Now 73 will always have a special place in my heart. And who knows? And here's to the next 200 albums, if there is going to be any, providing streaming doesn't completely take over us in our entire nation. But I would just like to say a big thanks to you guys for keeping up with me with my now collection, and also thanking the pig for his help as well. That's right. And as you can pig it, make it pig. And so please hit that like and subscribe button down below. And so this is me, Robin Moore from I'm Rob Tasek saying, make it pig and feel the quality. And as always, signing off.